And like they just been waiting and practicing and doing their own thing behind cameras and closed doors. Like I mean, infiltrating the police academies and stuff like that. I mean, it's not nothing new.
Right? But a lot of people don't know this.
I mean, that
A lot,
because
I knew it, but it wasn't in my mind that it was so prevalent. They just recently asked a chief of police in Florida to resign
hmm,
because he had KKK affiliation, and I guess someone that was working with him. And so, how much havoc have these white supremacists wreaked upon people like you? You know, when it comes to properly investigating your case, when it comes to properly processing your case. Maybe I want to frame you because you gave me some lip, because I don't like the way you look at me, because I get off on doing this type of thing.
right.
And there's officers that do that. We now know that thousands of people have now been released through the Innocence Project by their DNA because they had been framed once again, or they hadn't done a proper investigation. So he's just another black, using the N word. His life doesn't matter. And so now the cry is black lives do matter, and that's what we're trying to talk about here.
Right. Well, on that matter, I mean, that's you know it's beyond crazy to like. I've been framed so many times by police officers.
You were framed?
I mean, I won't say this. I mean, it's been plenty of times where officers like, "Oh, I'm finna put this weed on you," but they know I'm not finna go for it. Like in Chicago, like
They told you that?
yeah, plenty of times. I had officers tell me they was gonna shoot and kill me and draw their gun at me. And, I had my military uniform on, but they didn't care.
Chicago's pretty notorious for that type of stuff.
Man, I was riding down the street in Spanish Lake, and I ain't have no helmet on. And the police officer told me I was supposed to let him go first. And he pulled me over. By the time I get, they find my ID and stuff, by the time he actually did a search on me, it was at least 6 or 7 officers there.
Mm-hmm.
And so he found my cat card. And he said, "Oh, you're in the military?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Oh, okay. They'll let any monkey in these days."
What?
And I was like,
Oh,
I balled up
jeez.
my fist, I clenched.
Oh my gosh.
And I looked at him. He said, "You want to hit me, don't you?"
Oh wow.
I said, "Yes, sir. I really do." And another officer, he had a little Navy badge on. He grabbed me. He said, "You don't have to deal with this." And he walked with me. He talked with me for a second.
So another officer did
Yeah.
that?
And, they gave me 3 $82 tickets. I had those thrown out by my lawyers in the military. But I seen the same officer like a month later at my friend's house, and they were trying to kick them out of the house or get them out the basement at least, because there was no access door to the basement. It was a fire hazard. And he had told me, he said, "Oh, the monkey."
Oh my gosh.
Right. And I had got up, and, Cordell and them, they had stopped me or whatever, but it's just a consistent, basis of them just messing with us.
Right. Well, that's more than messing. That's malicious.
Yeah.
That's hatred, and just the mere fact that he calls you monkey, okay, is I mean that's what a lot of these guys use, okay, and it's they're not going to come out and straight out and use the N word
Right.
unless they're with their buddies,
Right.
but for them that using that's not as bad. However, they try to justify it. And how long ago was this? Would you say?
This was about 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Okay. Wow. You got another poem here you can share with us?
Yeah.
Or have another poem on you? What's this called?
The People versus the Police. This is one of the first poems I have written. We, the people of the United States, holds Congress to the word. They should do the same to the officers who are supposed to protect and serve. How can we put our trust in someone who is pushing us down when we are hurt? Instead of lending a hand, they call us monkeys like caged animals, only treating us the worst. Singing, "Oh, we are what we deserve." A trainee wanting to be with poison from the devil himself is only doing his work. A racist. In a disguised uniform, you can see the hatred in their eyes as they shout racial slurs only when they're thinking they're heard, or when their actions aren't seen. But when they are caught, they try to cover up everything. Why do you think he fled the scene? After he tried to silence your voice, making sure you couldn't say a thing. But now the world is your voice, and together we sing for you, Michael Brown. Hands up, don't shoot, no justice, no peace. for a fair trial and a proper burial for your soul to rest in peace. So we stand hand in hand, hoping to overcome in these streets that justice will prevail for the people, by the people, versus the police.
Man. Okay. And how did that one come out? What were you feeling at the time when you decided to write that?
Just anger for real. Like, just.
Are you still angry?
I mean, yeah. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm necessarily happy. Like, I can't say I'm happy because I'm not happy. We don't get justice. Like, I'm never gonna be happy. You might see me crack a smile or laugh with my peoples, but at the end of the day, that thought is still in the back of our mind. Like, it just won't stop.
Wow. All right. Well, hey, listen. Any last words to the people out there, protesters? Give us some some parting words here, my friend.
I mean, just keep doing what y'all doing, and we thank y'all for being a part of this movement. Wherever you at, that is Ferguson. Keep doing what y'all doing and keep pushing. One love, one spirit. That's it.
All right. Thanks a lot with Marcellus, the Ferguson poet. And Marcellus, if the people want to follow you and learn a little bit more about you,
my Facebook is Marcellus Buckley. I can't give y'all my Twitter. I don't know it. It's something complicated. But Instagram,
Marcellus Buckley.
Yep.
All right. And how's Marcellus spelled?
Marcellus.
And then Buckley, Buckley.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, Marcellus Buckley.
I'm actually changing my name, my whole government name, because I don't own it. When you born into the system, that's a security. That card is it's not yours. You owned by this system. So I'm gonna change my name eventually. I'm thinking of some things to put. But
All right.
I told my mama. She was like, "Boy, well, whatever."
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.